Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Sethum and welcome back to another video, folks. This is still part of my little mini series, and today, folks, I've got something special. I've got some super OP Rexes, and if you're watching the video, you probably know where this is all going. Of course, I have bred Rexes until I got something really powerful, and I've got some spare Rexes which we will put against Gigas. We're gonna do level 1 Gigas, mid-level Gigas, so like 75 maybe, and 150 Gigas, and obviously I will try out different things in terms of stats and where I put the points. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, remember to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new content. And why not check out some of my other videos here on the channel. Also, for those interested in hanging out with me, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, can be found down below in the video's description as well as in a pinned comment. So with that being said and done, these are my battle Rexes. I've got 19. I've actually got more than 19. Notice that I have kept the ones with the red belly, and these will be the Mama and Papa Battle Rex. So this is what I'll be breeding to get more Battle Rexes. These are the mutated parent. Obviously, one parent has a mutation in one stat, the other one has a mutation in the other stat, and that is why I've kept them. Obviously, that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be breeding those guys when I need more Battle Rexes. On the left side is all the color mutations that I have gained from this, and as you can see, there are loads. I might play around with those. I definitely, for the moment, will keep them as I think they are pretty cool looking. I might try and synthesize all the colors and put them down into one Rex kind of deal, and like 4 colors into one Rex. I don't know, might do that. Over here we have 7 Rexes ready to go. They are leveled up. They haven't had any stats attributed to anything, or any point in their stats attributed. Over here we have the base female and base male with which I started the breeding process. Behind them are the 2 breeding lines or breeding ancestries. One, of course, as you can see, is Damge, the first one. Second one is HP. And we'll have a brief look at how the stats have evolved. Now, as you saw there, the parents did start out with 11,000 HP, and they seem to get around 400 or just over 400 HP per mutation. So, by this point in time, you know, I have ended up stacking up mutations. Obviously, these guys will not stay after this video. They will all be killed. I don't really want to have this many Rexes in my base. This is just for this video, and obviously, I kept all of the previous mutations in case something went wrong. So this is the 8th mutation in HP, of course. Behind me, I also have the mutations in Damge. So I'm going to show you each of the Rexes individually so that you guys can see how things have happened. I think there is one that has had a bit more in terms of mutations, in terms of how much HP they got from or as a result of mutating in HP. I'm not sure which one it is, but there is one here that to me it looked like it got a bit more. If I can spot it, fine. If not, fine again. It doesn't really make a difference. The deed is done. I do have what I want. Yeah, I think it was further down. So this one is obviously, as you can see, the final product over here. And I am, of course, missing the final damage mutation on the damage line, because obviously that has gone into the Mama and Papa Battle Rex. So obviously that is now a parent for the next series of Rexes that I will be breeding as and when I need them. There's a stupid parasite that's still in my basement, annoying as hell. So I'm gonna have to sort that guy out because he's just getting in the way at some point. This is obviously the damage line, so you can see it mutate. I think if I remember correctly, it kind of tends to, or basically 20 mutations in damage will end up somewhere around over 200% damage. So that's what it equates into for the Rexes, of course. I'm going to show you each of the Rexes, and so that you can see how these things have mutated. The damage mutation was the absolute longest one to get, primarily because for me, it seemed to be a rarer occurrence. I don't know if this is for everybody, if it was just my bad luck or whatnot. I did also have a string of bad luck with the damage Rexes, because I only got male. I think out of the 20 damage Rexes that I have here, there are only 2 females that I got. Obviously, I wanted to breed as many mutated females to the base male, as obviously a base male can breed with a multitude of females at the same time. So over here are the final products. So as you can see, there is quite a significant difference. This guy is imprinted, so this guy has 24k and over 700% in damage. So that is what I started with. Down there, the Rexes that I showed you, the 7 Rexes that I've got, those are the ones I will be using in fights against Gigas. So in a breeding guide that I made some time ago, I did say that a well-bred Rex can pretty much beat a Giga. Obviously, that is what I am setting out to prove, and when I had that information, or that was based off of some information that I had from a while back, that was the case. Obviously, things have slightly changed, and it's a bit more difficult to beat a Giga, but I think it is still doable. I know this because I have tested it. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be going through several stat variations for these Rexes, and we'll see what it takes to beat a Giga. We're going to try a normal saddle, ascendant saddle variation of stats. So the first one, this is the first Rex that we are taking out. It has 1500 damage, so that's 1543 health. Now the Giga does have a special ability which is annoying as hell, and that is Gash, which will do a 5% damage per 5 seconds. That's 5% out of whatever health you have or your creature has. It doesn't matter if you have more health, it just means it does more damage and takes your health down a lot quicker than you actually expected. So obviously I did attack several creatures just to show you guys the amount of damage the 1500% damage does. And with that said, I'm going to cut out and see you folks in a little bit. Okay, everybody, here we are. We are fairly far from my base, so therefore it should be safe, and the Giga should not aggro all of my creatures. I think I have them on neutral, so I don't want to end up putting all of those creatures back in their places. Despite the fact that I might not be keeping all of them, it's going to be a pain. So over here we have now a level 1 Giga. After this, if this Rex does succeed, we will then put it up against a level 150 Giga. Obviously I'm gonna use cheats to heal my Rex, otherwise it would take forever to make this video, and I did spend forever trying to get these Rexes, and I don't really want to spend forever trying to make this video. So obviously I know I'm on the server, and I don't encourage cheating or anything, but for the purpose of this video, as it is a scientific video, I will have to use several cheats. We're going to test out other things, such as the differences a ascendant saddle would make compared to the standard saddle that you can build and craft in a smithy. Alright, so level 1 Giga down, but obviously in the wild it is very unlikely that you will come across a level 1 Giga. So with that in mind, I am going to quickly use the cheats to heal up my Rex, after which I will then of course go into battle again. So I just want to see how much health I have left. Decent amount. Got a few things from it. Some arrows, which are handy dandy. I don't even know why I'm picking these out. It's probably because I'm thinking trank arrows, but yeah, it just spares me having to make them. With that being said and done, let's heal up the Rex, and then we shall put it against a 150 Giga. Obviously, once you put the infinite stats on, you must put it on again, so that disables the infinite stats. We do want the fight to be fair. Now, of course, I could have put these to fight by themselves, but the problem is the Giga has a very, very large AoE on its bite. My Rex doesn't. And when I did experiment with this several months back, it did end up running around each other in circles. Obviously, the Giga will land more hits on the Rex just because of its ridiculous bite range, which would obviously mean that the Rex would lose. Obviously, as you saw before on a level 1 Giga, that was a pretty close call. So, you know, adding to the fact that the Rex would have to work a lot harder to try and get close and attack the Giga, whereas the Giga has a larger range on its attack, we know what that's going to end up. You know, it would have lost. So obviously the gash is a bit painful. As you can see, I have nearly lost my Rex. That's alright. That was cannon fodder, and it was kept for this purpose. Oh wow, quite a big difference there. 8,000 HP. Or maybe around 7 more bites on this guy, and he should have been dead. So I'm thinking maybe an Ascendant saddle might have made quite a bit of a difference with this first Rex. Obviously, we're going to kill this guy. We don't want him wandering off and ruining people's bases. Adios, amigo. So I'm going to run back to my base, go and get another Rex, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Here we are. We are on the second Rex. And so this time around, I am still going to go for the glass cannon sort of deal. However, I will put less point into damage and more into HP. Maybe that makes a difference. We will see what happens. Okay, so that should be enough. So 1,256% damage should suffice. The rest goes into HP. And as you can see, all of them at this current stage have normal saddles on them. That is what I'm going to test them with. I will show you when I put an Ascendant saddle, of course, so you guys know. And the Ascendant saddle that I intend to use is going to be quite a high level Ascendant saddle, or quite a good level Ascendant saddle. So maybe 150 to 170 armor. And let's find something to kill. I want to see how much damage this guy does. I would guess around 1,000. Obviously, things around here are a bit mate boosted, which does decrease the amount of damage that I'm doing to them. Okay, so that is confirmation of 1,000 damage. So that means I've lost 200 damage, but it has gone into HP, so maybe that'll make a bit of a difference. I guess we'll find out. And this time around, I am just going to go straight for the 150 Giga. Okay. Safe enough here. Let us go. Let us rip this guy a brand new a-hole. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of damage you're doing, sir. I have a feeling this is not going to end well for me. That's quite a lot. I'm guessing this Giga has quite a significant amount of points put in damage, because it's doing those are big numbers. Obviously I cannot take out my spyglass and look at him, because if I do, as I have the super spyglass, for some reason I will not be able to attack it as well. It's just the way things work. So I don't want to lose out on the opportunities to attack this Giga. I do want to make it as fair. Also, I did not put these fights in an arena, which I could have done that. I could have built an arena and do that in an arena. However, I think it's not very accurate, just because when you're fighting things in the wild, you can end up accidentally aggroing something, which adds to the mix and fun, and I think it also adds to the realism. So if something does get in the way and we aggro that as well, well, we'll have to deal with the consequences. One Rex down. Let's see how much you've got left. Oh, okay, that was mighty close, mate. I reckon an Ascendant saddle on that Rex would have actually helped out a lot. So that is, of course, you know, a Giga with around 80,000 health. Okay, back at base. We're going to go for the exact same stats as before. So that'll mean 1,256% damage. And of course, 71,000 HP. So in theory, this should be no different than the previous Rex in terms of stats. The only difference on this Rex that we should have should be the saddles. So instead of having a normal average saddle with, I think, 50 or 25 damage, whatever a normal saddle has, it now has a really good Ascendant saddle. Obviously, the saddles have been spawned in, and that also means I will not be keeping them. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, here we are with a level 150 Giga. So it's time to rock and roll. See, I'm already at a disadvantage because he's already landed a couple of hits on me, but I can see that the numbers and damage that the Giga does to me has decreased. However, there is still that issue of that 5% damage per 5 seconds that the Giga does. And as you can see in my upper right corner, there's like a tooth logo emblem thing going on. That is the symbol for the gash, and every time the Giga bites, it does reset. Which is not good, meaning I'm losing additional health. I mean, the amount I reckon what makes the Giga the most dangerous creature is that gash, not so much its bite. So with this saddle on, as you can see, it's only doing 100, roughly speaking, if I were to estimate it. Now, how many bites would it have to land on me to take out 71,000 HP? A lot. So therefore, the most amount of damage is done by that gash. That gash is scary as hell because it does not take into consideration your armor. Okay, this is gonna be close. Ooh. Wowee, that was close. So 150 down. As you can see, I have almost no health left, but it is doable. It is doable, and obviously, if you do this with a mate boosted pair, it's gonna be a walk in the park. So that's a 150 Giga down. Again, I am going to heal this guy with the use of admin cheats, so we don't have to. I mean, imagine trying to heal this amount of health. Okay, just to make sure it is fair, we are now going to spawn in, of course, a level 1 Giga, and we'll see what happens there. Obviously, if I beat a level 150, a level 1 should be easy. However, I still want to test it out against a level 1. And as you can see, instead of doing 100 damage, roughly speaking, it's now doing somewhere around 45, I would say. I'd average it out at 45 anyways. Being generous here. Maybe it's less than 45, but who cares? So obviously, let's see what this does. And as we obviously don't meet a level 1 Giga, or very unlikely, I don't even know what it would take to meet a level 1 Giga in the wild, so that's not a thing. We're gonna try a medium range Giga, so that would be 70, 75, 80, something like that. You could definitely come across something around that sort of level. I'm assuming I'm going to win, of course. If I did beat the 150, I don't see why it would not win this one. But time shall tell. Again, it's not the damage the Giga does, it's that stupid gash. That does most of the work on you and your tame, so that is what you need to keep in mind. That, of course, along with the fact that a Giga does have a very, very large reach on its bite. Alright. Okay, let's wait for that. And a bit better. Still close though. Still close. I want to get rid of all this junk. And time to heal. Then go against a average Giga. So make sure we are not on infinite stats before. Okay, that's good. And there we go. Let us start fighting. 79 damage, 77, 79, 77. Let's say, oh, I'd average it out at 78, roughly speaking. Oh, that was an 80. Nice. Yeah. Now, this one's going to be interesting. This could be a very powerful Giga. It really does depend on how the game decided to attribute the stats that the Giga has got from the levels that is gained. Obviously, anything above level 1, the game will randomly put points into different stats and abilities. So, we'll see how this works out. So far, it does look promising for myself. The Giga is bloody. I am starting to show signs of blood. Oh, that was a big drop in health. Okay. It's getting close, but the Giga is bloody. I just hope I can last that gash or outlast. There we go. Wow, that gash does so much damage. Anyways, let's have a look at what I have left in a bit. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, it looks a lot worse than it actually is if I'm thinking about it, but who cares? So, this sort of stats should be okay for facing the Giga. Obviously, you might want a bit of backup if you decide to build a Rex like this. I'd say on official servers, whoever has achieved 20 mutations in damage and 20 in health is, I don't even know, a superhero. That's gonna be difficult. However, though, for those playing on their own servers or private servers where this is achievable, these are the stats that can withstand a Giga. Obviously, if you do decide to build a Giga killing Rex, you might want to have some backup just in case. You know, a couple of more hits will not hurt. It will give you that advantage, but it is doable with a Rex. That would also, of course, require an ascendant saddle, and seeing as this guy is the champion, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up to the obelisk, take a nice screenshot of him once I've healed him. Obviously, I don't really want him bloody. And at the end, I'll also take a screenshot of a Giga, and that would just be for the thumbnail. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's heal you. Like so. Take that off, and that kind of looks okay. I'm sort of happy with that. Alrighty, screenshot has taken. I'm gonna take a couple just to be on the safe side. Alright, we are now on the 5th Rex, and this time around what I'm gonna do is I am going to go all in damage. It does seem like a glass cannon sort of build on a Rex is definitely good for Gigas, and I know I've said it a couple times in the video and I'll say it again. It is because of that gash. Of course, I'm not going to put an ascendant saddle on this guy, and we're going to do him on, actually, you know what, I'll put the ascendant saddle on him. I said I was going to do it, but obviously he's got very little health. I've selected a decent saddle for him. I don't think he's going to win, just because of the little amount of health that he's got. Let's see what he does in terms of damage. 1,300. That's not really good. Not a big difference. Not worth the points that I invested in his damage, and so yeah, I don't think this guy stands a chance, but a damage Rex seems to be the best way of approaching a Giga. And as I did say in my guide video in terms of how to get mutations or a tutorial, you can make a Giga shit its pants with a super powerful Rex. Obviously, I didn't spend a lot of time looking for a really good starting damage on the Rex. I did spend some time, but I could have probably done more. You know, I could have probably forced it a bit more until I got something closer to the 500 mark, which is exceptional, to be fairly honest. But I didn't. I settled for 400. Otherwise, that would have been another 100 added to its damage. So let's fight this Giga and see what happens. As I said, my personal opinion is I don't think it will survive, but we shall see. The Giga is looking bloody. And I'm looking okay in terms of health. It's now that it's starting to drop by the looks of it. But the Giga looks worse than me at this current time. And I do like the colors on this particular Giga. It looks pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna win this, but obviously this is a low level one, so just fingers crossed that I do win it. There we go. Level 1 Giga down. Let's see what I got left. This, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen when I face off against a level 150, but I don't think it's gonna end too well for me, just because of the very little health that I have. I mean, I suppose the 5% does not. I mean, what I meant to say is the 5% damage that it does from the gash should not be as high. It's still 5% though, but it has less hit points to go through before it burns me dry. And so based off of that, plus the 100 damage the 150 Giga is currently doing to me, I don't know. I think it's going to be mighty close, but I think I'm going to end up losing on that. Just because I run out of hit points before it does. But it looks like it's going to be a mighty close call. I just seem to knock back this Giga kinda annoying. Because I always have to go forward. Seriously, even up the hill. What? No way. Wow, okay, that really surprised me. And I still have quite a lot of HP left. Okay, that tells me how powerful that gash really is, and why it's not to be underestimated. I did not expect this Rex to actually win. Slight change of plans. Let's see what would have happened if it would have had a normal saddle. This time around, I don't think it's going to win. And so, with that in mind, I'm going to start off with a level 1 Giga, and then based off of the results of that, we will then move up to a level 150 Giga. And let's see what damage you do. Oh, that is a lot of damage for a level 1 Giga. I mean, I think this is gonna be kind of close. If I'm to estimate it, obviously, compared to the previous saddle, he is doing, or she is doing, whatever gender this is. I don't know. I didn't check, and I'm not gonna stop to check now. But it is doing somewhere around 80 to 90 more damage per bite, meaning it's gonna be a bit more closer. Plus the gash, it's gonna be close, I'm thinking. So if a level 1 Giga does this much damage, then imagine what a 150 Giga should do. I don't think a normal saddle will be good for facing off a Giga. By that I meant, of course, a level 150 Giga. I should have been a bit more specific. Okay, so that was mighty close. Look at that. Yeah, that's bad. This Rex does not stand a single chance against a 150 Giga, but we're going to do it anyway. I don't really intend on keeping this Rex. Okay. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, let's go for it. So far it looks good. My health isn't dropping as I expected it. For some reason. I wonder why. I forgot to disable the infinite stats. That's what it is. Darn it. Oh well. But it is doing a lot of damage. Jesus Christ. 400 damage. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, I'm going to quickly finish off this Giga and we're going to reset for another fight. Well, we do want the Giga to have a fair chance at killing my Rex, of course. So that means the Rex must take damage. I do apologize for the added minutes this may add to the video. It was not done intentional and I shall correct it in the next fight. All I have to do, and remember to do of course, is disable infinite stats and then spawn in a new Giga and see where that goes. We are getting a bit close to my base and I don't really want to get too close. That should sort the problem out. Come on, Giga. Ooh, 388, 3. I reckon that Giga had a lot of points in damage. That would have been a good tame. Because this guy is not doing as much damage as the one before. But, obviously, it is a spawned creature, therefore I shall not tame it. And here's the other thing in terms of why I've not chosen an arena. As you can see, the Giga did lose focus on me and went for something else. And that is a total possibility when you fight one in the wild, which you won't get when you're fighting one in an arena. It does look like I have a pretty messed up Rex, and I think I'll end up losing. Saying that though, the Giga is looking mighty bloody. That's it, turn around, give me a fighting chance. No, do not bite me, it is not fun. Ouch. Alright, how much have you got left? Ooh, that was so close. Yes, that was, but time to say goodbye, Giga. Where is that kill command? Okay, there we go. And I'm going to go back to the base, and this time around what I'm going to do is I am going to go for what I consider a well-balanced Super Rex. And those will be the stats I will be taking with me when I go and fight the bosses. So that would be 1006% damage and over 90 or just over 97,000 HP. Now, of course, if I'm honest, based off of what I have seen so far, I would have thought that these stats would not be enough to withstand a 150 Giga. Also, very important to note here is that whilst I am on my own server and it does have increased breeding speeds and maturity rate or maturation rate and gather rate, the taming effectiveness and the imprint effectiveness is no different to an official server. Same thing for the dinos found in the wild. So obviously this was done on a 2x taming, which is achievable. And obviously after this I will up the taming speeds just because I have reduced the amount of food that these guys eat. I'm going to get rid of this annoying parasite because it's a really annoying creature. It seems to be wandering all over my base. So these are the stats that I'm going in with. I'm going to go in with a normal saddle. And of course I do want to see what happened. Now I might be wrong here, but I fully expect this Rex to lose to the Giga. If that is the case, what I will then do, I will take the last two remaining Rexes. I will put the exact same stats on them as with this one, and put both of them against a Giga. If they win, I will then kill one off and try these exact same stats with an Ascendant Saddle to see what difference that makes, if any. So that way I will have tried all of the variations for stats, and then you guys can get an idea of what to expect. So let's engage. Obviously big difference in damage. It is only 813. Jesus Christ, I'm not good with numbers today. Yeah, so this seems to be an average damage for a 150 Giga. So that Giga that did 400 and something, that was definitely a good tame. That's the kind of Giga you want to breed for damage. But that's not what this video is about, so let's go and lose some seriously OP Rexes to some Gigas. Okay, nearly at half health. The Giga is just now starting to show signs of damage, and that gash is really doing its job. It is really hurting my Rex. I mean, I think it's going to be close, but not as close as with other Rexes. So to me, it looks like if you want to have a super Rex to fight Gigas, that Rex must have a lot of points put into damage, as that's the way to go. Obviously this is versus a Wild Giga. My Rex is down and you have quite a lot of health left. Yeah, I was never going to win that. Okay, cool. Let's go and get the other two Rexes. Here we are back at base. I'm going to put an Ascendant Saddle on one. Hopefully this guy does not die. We're going to put the exact same stats as on the previous Rex, and so that would be 1000% damage, or 1006 or 7% damage, whatever, and 97,000 HP. We're going to do that exact same thing on the second Rex, which is not going to have an Ascendant Saddle. It's going to have a absolutely normal saddle. So I hope that these guys are mate boosted. I did not check. That would be cool. I do want to see what the mate boost should do. I do think that they both will take a lot of damage, so maybe I might end up losing one of them. I don't know. If they both win and are still alive, I will then of course kill one off and then try the Ascendant Saddle with these stats and see what happens. So let us pick you up, and then we shall go and take you, or actually ride you. We do need to heal you as well, like that, and remove the heal. And now let's go and see what happens. Hopefully this is going to be an interesting fight. Do I want to test it against... I'm going to give it a shot, see what happens. Okay, I think the trike was mate boosted. Okay, so I don't know if the mate boost is actually working. Do you know what? This time around, actually, instead of going with one Ascendant Saddle, I'm gonna go with both of them on normal saddles. Let's make this fair. If I lose both of them, then I guess that is the end of the video. Hopefully that is not the case, but I'm not gonna use another Rex. If they both win, or one wins, the winner gets the Ascendant Saddle and then faces off a Giga. That is the plan. So let's see what is going to happen. Hopefully this will all end well. Quickly put this guy down here. Right, you're not wandering off too far. Whoop. Right, you are on attack my target. That's good. Have you on follow. We don't want you going too far. And let us start fighting. Okay, so my other Rex seems to be doing only 626 damage. I don't get why that's a thing. I really don't get why that's a thing. Huh. It doesn't matter. Anyways, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we win. It'd be nice. Because that way I can test out the Ascendant saddle and see how far we get with that. Okay, the Giga is looking bloody. I can see some blood. Difficult to tell with all the shade around this area. Yeah, definitely bloody, but then looking at my health bar, my Rex is not doing so well. Come on, Giga, go down. Go down, Giga. Down, Giga. Die, Giga. Wow, okay, ha. That was mighty close. Oh, that was close. Whoa, where are you going? Get back here. Sheesh. Right. You just wanted to harvest the carcass. Okay, you look very bad, sir. Got lots of meat on you, but... Well, it's time to say goodbye to you, I think. Stupid Trudon. Go away. Rex, get back here. No, don't do this to me. Hey, where are you going? Stop it. Right, wrong thing. That's the one I want. Goodbye, Rexy. So, it seems that fortune is in my favor. We still have one Rex remaining. Well, actually, I had both Rexes remaining. But we do get to test out the Ascendant saddle. Of course, that'll make the video somewhat longer. Our Rex is healed, and let's go for it. I should have probably gammed up before the fight, because I won't get a chance to do it now. And so I do realize at this point in time the video might end up looking a bit dark. I also do realize that the video might be quite long, and I do apologize. I did want to be quite thorough with these tests. Okay. It's getting a bit dark, so I don't know what this Giga is actually looking like. I can see some blood, not a lot. At this point in time, my Rex is really hurting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, who wins, and how much health the winner has left. By the looks of things, I would say that my Rex is not on the winning side. I did try and get a kind of look at the Giga to see how much blood it's got on it, to kind of gauge how much health it's got left. Oh, my English. It's not been very good throughout this entire video, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win. Yep. Okay, well, that's that. Oh! Ooh! 2 more bites. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. I still think my Rex would have died straight after killing the Giga, thanks to the gash, but that was so close. Do you know what? You are the winning Giga. I am going to force tame you. And then I shall, of course, get a nice screenshot of you. I guess you did win, and so you deserve to be in the thumbnail, Giga. So I'm going to make my way to the obelisk, wait for day to come, take a screenshot, and do the outro. Alright, there we have it. Wild Giga versus Super Rex. So if you're going to go for Super Rexes and you want to use them against Gigas, which is totally possible and plausible, remember to invest a lot of points in damage. Damage is important, or more important, for a Giga killing Rex than HP. With that said and done, that concludes this video. I do realize it was a long video, and I do apologize for that. However, I do hope that you folks have enjoyed it. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, remember to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. Also, for those interested in hanging out with me, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this can be found down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment. Until next time, stay safe, folks.